once I fixed everything that needed fixed, I got a response in 2 days. We were given the award, so we have $49,000 coming to the police department for, funding for equipment. And there was a broad use for it. They went even so far as say, there's nothing really off the table, but you have to be able to articulate in a way that it's going to help combat control or mitigate.
Not me neither.
After talking to Chief Reinhardt and Captain Crowder, we decided that probably our best course of action was to update some of our communication hardware, our radio union, the in-car two-way radios, to update them, keep it updated with modern technology with that equipment. It'll give us an opportunity to switch back and forth in an easier manner, and a quicker manner, more efficiently with, to communicate with other agencies and other departments and other first responders, like the fire department, EMS, and have timely responses. So, if you go to some of these hospitals, especially Congress and the old part of the basement, you can't get out, it's over radios. Some of these nursing homes are tough to, just as an example. And they were fine with that. They had no problem.
You've been hanging around Reinhardt too long.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, it's 7:27.
Does anybody have any questions?
Oh, no.
Okay, Finance Committee meeting is adjourned, and we'll get ready to start council, our city council meeting. So I'm going to call the meeting to order, and if you please call the roll, please, Margie.
Councilman Sabo.
Present.
Councilman Woodford.
Here.
Councilman DeFilippo.
Here.
Councilman Hudson.
Here.
Councilman Strider.
Here.
Councilman Lilly.
Here.
Councilman Reimer.
Here.
Councilwoman Walker.
Here.
And Mayor Mullins.
Here.
You have a quorum, sir.
Need a motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting, please. Do I hear a second?
Chuck seconded it, default
Second by,
motion.
okay. Any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. City's monthly financial statement. Councilman Sabo.
Yes, sir, I'd like to make a motion to accept the financial statement as was filed.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Reimer.
Right.
Any discussion on that? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Petitions, communications, and public hearings. If you'd read the title, please, Margie.
An ordinance to authorize the mayor to grant a deed of easement to Appalachian Power Company.
Is there a motion to pass to a second reading?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by DeFilippo, yeah. Any discussion on this one? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Motion passes. Item B, if you'd read the resolution, please, Margie.
This is a resolution for approval for general fund, and it's number 0102 of 2020.
Is there a motion to approve the resolution?
So moved.
Is there a second? No, it's Hudson.
That's
Second.
I didn't hear the second.
Bob Lilly.
Bob Lilly? Okay. Councilman Lilly, second. This is roll call vote. Marge, roll call vote, please.
Councilman Sabo.
Yes.
Councilman Woodford.
Yes.
Councilman DeFilippo,
Yes.
Councilman Hudson,
Yes.
Councilman Strider,
Yes.
Councilman Lilly,
Yes.
Councilman Reimer,
Yes.
Councilwoman Walker,
Yes.
Mayor Mullins.
Yes.
That is unanimous vote.
The other two are out of finance committee and we're in.
Yes.
They're finance.
Okay, okay. Okay, so that's where we're at, consideration of any bids, Councilman Cybolt.
Okay, we do the two resolutions first?
We might want to do the one resolution first.
Oh, it goes with that, that's
Okay.
right, yeah.
Go ahead and read the resolution, please,
Which
Margie.
one?
The one
The
that,
state or the other one?
the
The
federal.
grant.
Okay. Resolution authorizing city officials to take any and all actions necessary to accept a grant from the U.S. Department of Justice for the City of South Charleston Police Department and to further administer the grant as required by the grant agreement.
This is what Raider just explained.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So is there a motion to approve this?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by everybody.
Yeah.
Is this roll call vote too, Marge? We're receiving money here, not
Yeah.
spending, so
Yeah,
we're
I
good.
don't-
Okay.
Yeah.
All in favor of approving the resolution, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed. Resolution. What else you got,
That would
Councilman?
be it.
Okay, now, going from that, this is a motion to accept the bid for mobile radios for the police department. The Finance Committee of the City of South Charleston has met and considered the following bid, which was obtained in accordance with the purchase policies of the City of South Charleston for an item that is offered on the government purchase contract, and after careful consideration, is the recommendation of the Finance Committee to award the following bid: Discount Communications and Electronics, quantity 35 Kenwood NX-5300 UHF radios and 12 Kenwood NextEdge UHF radios for a total of $49,507.50. There are budgeted amounts for these purchases and will be paid from the fiscal year 2020 funds and with a grant for funds in the amount of $49,016. This is a motion to accept this bid.
Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Wolford, I believe.
Yep.
Roll call vote, please, Margie.
Councilman
We lost
Cybolt,
Yes.
Here they are. They're coming back. Little by little.
Just has to stand up.
Is it coming back up?
Yeah, I think so.
I got my audio up on this.
Anybody hear us?
Yeah, mute yours and let you use.
Go ahead, Margie. They can't hear, they can.
Yeah, they can hear.
I just lost them again.
Councilman Wolford,
Yes.
Councilman DeFilippo,
Yes.
Councilman Hudson,
Yes.
Councilman Strider,
Yes.
Councilman Lilly,
Yes.
Councilman Reimer,
Yes.
Yes.
Councilman Reimer,
Yes. Yes.
Councilwoman Walker,
Yes. Yes.
and Mayor Mullins.
Yes.
That is unanimous vote.
Okay, I'm mute.
Thank
Yeah.
You can unmute.
Hey,
Right.
And there's one more resolution.
if you'd read the resolution, please, Margie.
Resolution authorizing city officials to take any and all actions necessary to accept a grant from the U.S. Department of Justice for the City of South Charleston Police Department and to further administer the grant as required by the grant agreement. No, that wasn't the right one. No, I'm sorry. That was the wrong one. I'm sorry. This is a resolution authorizing city officials to take any and all actions necessary to accept grants from the state of West Virginia for the City of South Charleston and to further administer the grant as required by the grant agreement.
Is there a motion to approve the resolution?
So moved.
Is there a second? Second by Councilman DeFilippo. Any discussion?
This is the grants, the CARES Act reimbursement.
Anybody else have any questions on that? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed.
Department heads.
Okay, we're at department head reports. Any department heads?
I have one thing.
Go ahead, Chief.
We have working on applying for a SAFER grant, which stands for Staffing of Adequate Fire Emergency Response. And one, I would like for council to approve us to submit it. And what this would do is we're applying for 9 firefighters that would help staff the Station 5. So if we get this grant, that would pay for that. It would save, it's a 3-year grant, and they pay 75% for the first 2 years and 35% of the salaries, benefits for the 3rd year, and then we take over the whole salaries and everything after the 3rd year. But this would be a savings, if we get this grant, it would be a savings for over $1 million. So I think it's something that's real important, I think it'd be good to do. So I'm asking council if they could approve for me to submit that.
And just to follow up on that, you all, this is, God bless America, there we go again.
There you go.
You just paid for your fire truck.
It's coming back up.
You back up?
I don't know if we are or not, Chief. I'm back up. Anyway, what I was gonna elaborate on, you all know we're building a new fire station out Quarter G. We plan to hire 9 new firefighters to man that station.
Okay.
We put that on hold on the spending freeze. We put those hirings on hold for now. Then this grant became available, which as Chief said, it'll pay the salary 75% for the first 2 years and 35% for the 3rd year, which will enable us to expedite the hiring of those firefighters because that cost will be reimbursed to us through the grant. So that kind of gives you an overall view of, it kind of just came at a great time.
And it's COVID related, it's part of one of the fundings, but the timeline is very quick. We found out about it last week and we have until the 26th to submit it.
Is it a motion or just?
So, with your all's permission, we'll go ahead and get this process started and apply for this grant, and then once we get approval, we can begin the hiring process of those firefighters.
Make a motion to accept.
Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Wolford, I believe. Okay, any further discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Could you get me a little description of that, Chief, and email that to me tomorrow?
All in favor?
Aye.
There we go.
There we go.
Aye, okay. Opposed? Passes. Thank you all. Any other department head reports? Before we get out here, I do want to, Councilman Strider had some issues going on up in Thousand Oaks. Gerald, I believe we got the telephone pole situation taken care of for Adam, is that correct? Gerald? I don't know what happened, Gerald. My understanding.
The who had called about that company did take care of that.
Okay, perfect. And I believe too, Adam, that the guardrail and things that you talked to me about several weeks ago, I believe that's been taken care of too on the dead end section. I thought.
I haven't heard about that one. I'll drive down there and we'll go back and get that.
Okay, I'm pretty sure Gerald told me they'd got that done.
It's been taken care of.
Okay, that's what I thought. It's been taken care of, man.
There it goes, connecting.
it's a good thing you're a patient man.
But I'm not.
Wait a minute, whoa.
But I'm really not.
I know.
I'm really not. Kathleen's watching me close. She wants to make sure I zip that up.
Sean's over there going,
I said sugar, Kathleen.
He did, I heard him.
Anyway, any other department heads or council members have any questions for department heads?
just rock stars.
Yeah, we're doing fine, folks. Everybody's getting out. We are scheduled to meet normally next council meeting in June, right? We agreed the first meeting in June, we would come back to City Hall. But again, we will make available for those of you who still don't feel comfortable coming out. That's certainly fine. That's okay. We'll make arrangements for you to be at the meeting either through Zoom or Etsy or whatever you call it, Jitsi, and or conference call or something. We'll make sure that something's available to those of you who still would prefer to kind of stay home or kind of stay away from a crowded room. I don't think the room will be that crowded. We'll space you out the best we can. But I do want to invite you back. I can't wait to see you back so I can quit this stuff. So, yeah, I hope to see you back. But again, please don't feel pressure to coming back. Come back when you're ready, when you feel comfortable. But we will be here next meeting, live and in person, and we hope to see you. Anybody else have any questions or comments? Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Meeting adjourned. Thank you all.
And Frank goes,
Have a good evening.
what do you think? You know, the motion, or I had to laugh when we were doing the thing about AEP.